Hey guys, I'm a minute early, so I just thought I'd go ahead and get on here so we could start saying hey. I feel like it's been a little bit since I've been on. So when you jump on with me, say hello. If you are watching live, and then if you're watching the replay, of course, tell us that you're watching the replay so that we know everybody is getting this happy summer. I don't know if it's nice where you live yet, but we had school finally got out, and then it was rainy and kind of cold here and just gross for like a whole nother week after school was out. And I was like, this is not good. So then finally it went from like cold and rainy to flippin' hot. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Heidi. Hey, Darcy. I'm a little early, you guys, but as you're jumping on, say hello. And then if you watch the replay, tell us that you're watching the replay. I'm excited to talk to you today because I just feel like it's been a minute since I've been the one to go live, because we want you to hear from everybody, people who are new, people who have been around. If you actually are someone that feel like you have learned something from being here for a while, hey, Natalie, you could be brand new. You could be here for a month, 6 months, 12 years. I don't care how long. Well, you probably can't have been here 12 years because I've only been here 10. Hey, Amber. But I want you guys to come in here and share. Sometimes hearing from our peers is, which I consider myself all of your peers, but also people who have been around the same amount of time as you, is helpful because you're in the same place. And so it doesn't always need to be me or, you know, some of the people that have been around here, Jan or Greg or whatever. So anyway, what I was saying a minute ago was, hey, Jennifer, I don't know. Tell me about your weather, you guys. It literally went from cold and gross here to immediately like sweating your face off hot, which I will take all day. My son and I were having this conversation last night that he would prefer to go cold places or cool places, like the mountains. And I will always choose the heat and the sunshine. I just like it. So I actually love the mountains too. But if I were going to pick, I would probably always pick somewhere warm. I don't know. What about you guys? We are actually getting ready to go on vacation. And ironically, we just got home, a month ago? Maybe not even a month ago, from the Founders Club trip from the year before that they had to postpone until May. And so we were in Mexico. And my family, like a long time ago, planned a trip to Mexico for this next week. And so we're going to be about 2 miles down the road from where we were at just a month ago. So it's tough life, but we're getting ready to do that. So share this to your groups, tag your teams, put it in leader chats, please, on your pages so we can get started. But hello, hey, Jan, Greg. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. But I just wanted to say hi, let everybody have the time. It's a few minutes past now. But as you can see from the title and when we were advertising today, I wrote, I quit. I quit. And I just wonder if you've ever felt like that. And I want you guys to interact today, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Have you ever just felt a little bit overwhelmed? And it doesn't have to be in singular. Some of you might be brand new. And so you're excited and you're on top of the world. Hey, Denise. And, you know, everything's going great. But any time in your life, have you ever had a time that you were just like, I can't do this anymore. This is hard. I just want to quit. I felt like this in a lot of places in my life. I mean, sports when I was younger sometimes is really hard. You expect something or you wanted to win and you have a huge disappointment. Maybe it is in a relationship. And times maybe you did quit. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Bryn. Hey, you know, like Darcy's with me. Okay, she has felt that before too. There have been relationships maybe in your life that you feel like, oh my gosh, this is not what I expected. I had one expectation and it's definitely not there. And maybe we walked away from those. Sometimes it's probably appropriate to do so if it's not a good situation, right? But even as a mom, I'm gonna go ahead and let all my stuff hang out today. There are moments that I never would, but boy, do I want to say, you know what? I quit. This is not what I signed up for. This is a lot harder than I thought. Of course I'm not going to do that to my children, no matter how big of a jerk they're acting, or maybe me who can't control myself or something. I'm not going to do it, but I've been there and wanted to. There are things in my life that I did quit and proceeded to regret, which we're going to talk about. But let's actually talk about Zingular. So if you're brand new and you're on top of the world, yay. But if you've been here longer than a minute, surely you've been disappointed. Somebody tell me if you've actually been disappointed in Zingular. Somebody didn't get good results. Somebody wanted to return it. Somebody that you thought for sure was going to jump on this with you ghosted you and never showed up. There are disappointments here, just like in life, just like in sports, relationships, jobs, anything that we've ever done, there are disappointments. When things get hard, it's really natural to want to quit. So I want to go through a couple stories here with you. Let's just do it. Let's talk about on our personal journey of getting fit. Now, I have been here for 10 years. Okay, I'm glad y'all are saying yes, yes, me, I've been there. I've been here for 10 years, and I will admit something to you because guess what? I'm human. In the 10 years that I've been here, I lost all my weight within about, a few months, felt amazing, carried that on actually for a few years, and then went on a trip after another trip, and I let life get in my way. I was so miserable before I started Zingular. I had no energy. I wasn't the mom I wanted to be. I was stressed out all the time. I was grumpy. Why would I say probably? I hated the way I felt. And it got so bad that I had watched Zingular for over a year and finally, begrudgingly, went to an event or a meeting at someone's house and then said I wasn't going to do this, and then I did because where I was so miserable I didn't want to be there anymore. And I did good. And then a few years went by and excuses started to creep in and trips and the change in my daily routine. And as soon as I fell out of that, kind of like falling off the wagon, it was real hard to get back on. And guess what I wanted to do? I wanted to quit. The honeymoon period was over. I had done, some of the things, and I sort of did. I mean, I took my products that made me feel good and sleep good and have a good mood and not be as stressed, but I started eating a bunch of junk, and it was like one ice cream cone led to a cheat meal, led to a cheat day, led to a weekend, then to a whole week, and then I was like, throw your hands up, and I proceeded to gain weight. How many times have I done that here in Zingular? More times than I want to admit to you, okay? So if you're out there and you've struggled and you've gone up and down, here's what I want to say. I didn't technically quit. Momentarily I did. I made excuses. I let my routine get in the way or my lack of routine get in the way. I talked about, but my kids are busy. But I can't plan. But I don't do this. And guess what? You end up back in a miserable place. And that is not what you want because guess what? That's hard too. You see what I'm saying? You get to choose your hard. So then I would say, today, I'm getting back on, and I would. And I did it again, and I lost all my weight again. I've probably done it 4 times. I mean, that's not bad for 10 years, because let's be honest. If I really had quit, like if I quit, and I walked away from all of this, and I didn't take my products, and I didn't get back on plan, and I didn't trust we're going to have to move, because I got kids coming in here, and it's going to get loud. I just see they're getting home. Hold on. Anyway, what if I would have done that? Walk with me. What if I really would have quit and walked away? Well, I can guarantee you I wouldn't be as healthy as I am today. I wouldn't have the energy that I have today. And if I hadn't have gotten myself going again, I'm guessing I might weigh 50 or 60 more pounds. I'm not making that up. I'm not saying that lightly. I really believe it. You guys, I really believe it. Because I would have truthfully gone down a hill and kept falling. And I'm so grateful I really didn't quit. You get to choose your heart. It would be really hard right now to be so unhealthy and to feel really, really bad and have gained 50 pounds instead of having to get myself back at it, right? Let's talk about the business. Let's talk about the business for a minute. So it can be hard. People can walk away. The very people you thought would join you on this journey and be excited and everything, they can quit. I've had people quit that are literally directors. I've had a whole team walk away. I've had incidents happen and people say, I'm out, right? Now, when I first started, I was excited. I saw the opportunity. Here's what I did. I allowed other people's success to tell me that I could do it too. Have you been there? Has anyone seen, hey Charity, has anyone seen someone else in this business that did amazing things and you took that at the moment when you got started as a blessing, like I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. I saw a lady post today, when I go to the gym and I see elderly people, I think if they can do it, I can do it. Because they would have more things to overcome than me. When they see somebody really overweight working out, they say, well, gosh, if they can do it, I can do it. They see people wearing knee braces. If they can do it, I can do it. Well, that's what I did in the business. I looked at people who were successful and doing great things, and I said, if they can do it, I can do it. We have the same products, the same comp plan. So I got excited. I worked hard. I wanted those trips. I wanted to give my family freedom. I wanted the financial freedom and time freedom, right? So I worked hard and I did the things that I needed to do to build this little extra income for my family, which became our whole family's full-time legacy. Do you think it got hard at times? Do you think I want to quit? Today, there are times that I want to quit. I want to say, I'm throwing my hands up. I'm tired of it. It's exhausting. Nothing's changing. Nothing's happening. Oh, I'm busy. I've got 3 kids that are really busy now versus when they were little. They were busy when they were 3, 7, and 11. And y'all, they're busy at 21, 17, and almost 14, right? Everything's busy. We can make those excuses. But I had this honeymoon phase in my business. And then when rubber meets the road and I actually have to work for it, that's why this is a job. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is not a get rich quick. This is not a lottery. This is everyday working. But guys, if anyone went to a job, you have to go clock in at the job. A boss is telling you exactly when to be there, when you can go to lunch, probably how many breaks you get to go to the bathroom, and you get off work and you got to go do all the home stuff, right? And you get a paycheck and it's a specific number and it doesn't matter how long it takes you. And if you have to work at home at night too, you got to get the job done or they'll find someone else to do it. And in fact, they probably won't even appreciate you when you leave there. Just ask some people who they retired or left their job, you know, and you're not appreciated for what you do. Here, it's completely free. You get to do it with your phone from anywhere, from Mexico if you're on vacation, from wherever you are, taking your kids to activities, but you gotta do it. It's completely free. You gotta do it, right? But we get busy here too. We let circumstances take over. Oh my gosh, somebody returned it. Oh my gosh, this girl won't join me in the business. Oh my gosh, nobody's responding. People are ghosting me. You know what? I quit. And we do that. We do it without even saying it. Do you know what we do? We just stop working. That's quitting. If people are ghosting you, nobody's responding to your stories or your lives or your posts, we get discouraged and we quit. We quit on the inside. We quit here. And so we do less and less and less. And we let those circumstances take over. We're focusing on the wrong thing. Because if you started and maybe you started for the money. Maybe you started because you just loved how you felt and people started asking you and you thought to yourself, oh, I want to help other people. And then all of a sudden, when did that not become enough? Because then it was about ranks and it was about money and it was about signing people up and it was about getting those points for Founders Club and it was about success and it was about manager, director, executive. And all of a sudden those people you looked up to, now you're jealous of and you're like, well, I don't know how they got there. I'm never going to get there. Did you hear me? Do you hear me? How did that happen? Because we took our focus off of what was happening on the inside, the things that are helping us grow, and we put it on the circumstances. And that is never going to bring you joy. Never. No matter the situation, it's not the thing. that's going to give you joy, it's you. It's the process. It's the experience. It's the growth. You are the success. You and whether it's your personal journey on these products, and yes, we're going to have ups and downs, okay? You are the success. You focusing on you. Waking up the next day and saying, I can do it this morning. I can do it this minute. I can walk away from the brownie, the cookie, the ice cream, because I know what brings me health and joy and I feel good. And you can look at things differently. You and your growth as a person is the success physically. You hear me? So stop looking at the things, a scale, an outfit, and start looking on the inside at how it's helping you grow and change. And when those things start changing, everything changes. Your relationships change and everything gets better. When it comes to the business, it's not a number. It's not your points. It's not a rank. It's not your Founders Club trip. It's none of that. It's you. It's the process of you growing. It's the journey. It's the growth on the inside that you can do hard things. That's actually the success. So start measuring with the right measuring stick in the right places to see it. Don't hate it. Embrace the suck. Have you heard that before? Joy and happiness is not a finish line. It's not a destination. It's not a get the house. It's not a get the car. It's not a get executive. It's none of those things. That's not it. It's not a finish line. Find the joy right now in who you are right now, where you're at right now, what you have in your hand today. Exactly where God has you. Okay? Find the joy right there. Because that's going to help you to keep going. And here's a secret. Here's the big fat secret, you guys. All those things you do want, the points, the Founders Club trips, the freedom, the financial freedom, the time freedom. Y'all know that time is really it, right? You do know that? Like, time is the greatest of all things, over and above the money. Because you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't get to be with the people you love, doing things and creating memories, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All of the things that you can find joy in right now, you have the power right now in your hands. So when you get that and you stop quitting, when you get that and you have joy and happiness in each day, when your feet hit the floor and you get to say, man, what do you got for me today, God? You've given me all these things to share with other people, and it doesn't matter their response. It doesn't matter if they join me now, tomorrow, 5 years, or 20 years from now. It doesn't matter, my rank. It doesn't matter my title. It doesn't matter when I go on this trip. I will get to those things. That actually will bring you there. Right? You're just focusing on the wrong part at the wrong time. Enjoy those moments. Because Founders Club is awesome. Mediterranean Cruise is awesome. Going to Sundance is awesome. Okay? But if you're looking to that for your joy, you're going to quit. When you look at the journey and today and what you can do today and you get to work instead of quitting, then you're going to get to those things. That's the big fat secret. Those things will come. We're not responsible for that outcome. That's God's. But he also just doesn't hand it to you on a silver platter. He says, get to work. Love what I've given you today. When your feet hit the floor, what opportunities do I have today to share with others? These amazing products, this incredible business, all of that, that's what you have right now. You have the freedom to do it. You have a phone. You have the ability. You have your health. So you can get healthy. You can feel great. Focus on the right stuff, right? So take all the suck, the things that suck, reevaluate your strategy. Help it make you better. What am I doing? What am I not really doing? What am I not really doing that I think I'm doing? Are there parts of that daily checklist you're not doing? Are there parts of Teamsy? Are you holding back and not using your voice or calling someone on the phone or following up with someone or using the chicken list or really reaching out to new people? Are you on your stories? Are you going live? Are you talking about the business? There's a lot of stuff I say, oh, I'm doing it all. I work every day, but I'm not doing the things that I know I need to be doing because of fear, because I quit on those things, because I'm scared, right? So why are you doing this? Look at that. Why am I here? What is it that I want from this? And what was it that drew me to it in the beginning that maybe I've lost my joy in spite of points and ranks and stuff, right? Then go do it and love it every minute of it. So you get to choose. You get to choose. And I'm just begging you today. I know it's the summer, and I know sometimes it can be frustrating. Guess what? It's a sizzling summer for some people because they choose, because they don't quit, because they don't let excuses in their way. And for others, it's a summer slump, but we get to choose. And guess what? I don't care what everybody's doing. I don't care if people ghost you. I don't care if you follow up and they do nothing. Do it anyway, because it's for you and the journey, not for a thing. That's not a finish line. Happiness and joy and success is not at a finish line for a certain thing. Okay? You're worthy. So say your daily affirmations, get yourself a bunch of sticky notes, get in your bathroom, write down, I'm worthy, write down, I'm going to do it anyway, write down, I'm not going to have excuses. Get all the things, get them in front of you, and look at them every day. Okay? I'm going to tell you one more thing. What's the one thing harder than this? What's the one thing that's harder than working hard on your physical health and fitness and all of that? What's the one thing that's harder than feeling like you run up against a brick wall every day in the work? If people are ignoring you, ghosting you, quitting, returning it, not joining your business, you can't seem to get anyone. What is harder than that? Quitting. Because you know what comes with quitting? Failure. You know what comes with failure? Regret. Because those same people who gave you inspiration in the beginning that you looked at and said, if they can do it, I can do it, are going to be doing it, and you're not. And you're going to regret it because you're going to know that you could have. That's the worst feeling ever. Quit leads to failure, leads to regret, actually leads to you missing out on all the amazing things that God had for you. That's way harder. Way harder than people not talking to you, way harder than people returning it, way harder than if it takes you 5 years to grow what you believe a successful business here. It's way harder. So if you're gonna quit, I'm leaving you with this. Quit doubting. Quit fearing. Quit comparing yourself to others and the time it took them to get somewhere. Quit focusing on the numbers. Quit focusing on ranks. Quit listening to the people, the haters. Quit allowing other people's opinions to affect what you do on your social media, how you react to others, how you share. Quit letting people who are jealous of you dictate what you're doing on your own social media, in your own life. Quit procrastinating. Quit making excuses. Quit leaving your Team Z unchecked. Quit leaving sections off of the daily checklist. Quit making excuses. Quit playing small. Quit doubting your ability. Quit thinking that you're not worthy. Quit trying to do it on your own. Quit trying to reinvent the wheel. Quit all of that. Quit choosing to quit, right? And just do it. Do the hard things. I love you guys. I'm sorry that it took 2 videos. I will post this one too. Please, if you missed one or the other, watch them both. I'll go label them video 1 and video 2. I hope it saved the first one. Because boy, that would be sad. But just make sure everybody sees both of these. This is the second one. And you know what? Let's have the craziest, most incredible summer, focusing on the right things, doing what we know we need to do. And I promise you all those things are around the corner. Love you guys.